This is where we are in America right now, which really is kind of odd because it's intentional. There are a lot of people that and I've got one guy that works for us now, Mac Henry. He's got this. And there are a lot of people like this that they don't believe that there's real evil in America, in the world. That there are people that want to do bad things. Everybody's just kind of okay, and that's the furthest from the truth. Okay. We are. No, I'm not back. I'm not back at all. I have no power. I've got my generator running. Okay, we're in Northwest Ohio, and there's no power. I got my generator running. I have no power in the shed. The internet is barely working. I'm surprised I'm even talking to you guys right now. I just did a rant. I thought I did a rant earlier, but I guess that wasn't even uploaded. And I know this is going to upset a lot of people, and I know people are going to say that, Brian, you have no idea what you're talking about. I wish you'd just shut up and just talk about slot cars. But, you know, I did love this country a lot, and I was in the Navy, and I served this country a lot. And I'm going to say something that's probably going to disturb a lot of people, and I probably shouldn't say it, but... and a lot of people will say, Brian, you don't know what you're talking about. This is just the way it is, okay? And they'd say, well, you don't know what you're talking about. And, and I don't know how to say this, honestly, because I know I'm going to offend a lot of people. And probably, a lot of people probably just, Brian, just shut up. But this disturbs me, that it happens a lot. And I want to give you an example, okay, and I'm on the city council here in Wayne. And we had a problem this summer. You notice we have a lot of trees in town, okay, a lot of trees in town. And then we have Toledo Edison that doesn't want to come out and fix them until there's a problem, because they don't want to spend the money, okay? And these are publicly owned companies, but they're governed by the regulated, okay? But they don't want to spend the money to trim the trees, okay? For example, let me show you something real quick here. You see that tree, you see those trees right there and the lines? See, that's an accident waiting to happen. But what happened was, these trees were planted 50, 60, 70 years ago. No one was thinking about the power grid. And that's what happens. We had a couple trees go down this road here a while ago and knocked out power. I'm really amazed in America. See, we're in decline. I'm going to make it very bluntly, okay? The best days of America are in the past, okay? There is, I mean, now, Brian, see, now here's what people will say, Brian, you have no idea what you're talking about. You are really kind of a stupid man, Brian. And I don't know what to tell you. I guess honestly I don't. I'm at my wits' ends right now. I really don't. I don't understand how I'm in America 2023 and I have no power. But honestly, this is going to be happening a lot more often, and it's happening more often. I was going to get a generator last year or 2 years ago, and I said not to. Because people say, "Oh, this is just the way." At least you have us. Let it come out, Brian. I don't want to, because I'm going to upset a lot of people, and Ryan said I really shouldn't do this on our toy store website, and I've always been a person to speak my mind, okay, and if you've all known that, because you wouldn't you wouldn't be watching me is if pee on them if they're upset. Well, you know, the fact of the matter is, so I'm going to have to walk a little way from this generator because it's a very loud generator. Here, I'll go to the back of the shed, to the back of my shed here. I don't think I've ever really shown you how big this shed is. So this is the shed. This is the outside of the shed, and I had these cigar boxes, and I had about 100 of them, and I made these little bird houses out of these cigar boxes, and I put them all along my shed. Look at all the cigar boxes. Look at all the birds I have here. I have more birds in my area, okay? All right. All right, so let me just put my phone right here so I don't have to hold it. All right. So let me tell you, and I probably won't get a lot of thumbs up today because a lot of people are going to be upset with me, and I don't know what to tell you. New view from the PTT. See, you don't have to be a scholar to see what's happening in America. What is happening in America, and really what's happening in the world, all you have to do is go back 2,000 years ago, okay? And it happened actually in Rome, okay? Rome basically, that civilization collapsed. Now, was there a civilization afterwards? Yes, there was. Mac Henry thinks he knows a lot, but he has a convoluted view of what really, how the world really is. He has this view that people really aren't evil. They're just, they're all, mostly good at heart. Well, not if you watched the Grammys a couple nights ago, which I didn't, you would see that there's a lot of evil out there. Okay, and I have a problem with evil. Okay, now I can be a funny guy and I could jest and I can do this kind of stuff and, but when you become evil, okay, yes, Mac's a millennial. If you become evil, then I don't want to have anything to do with you, really. Okay, I don't have anything common with you. And what's happened in America is we've literally bankrupted ourselves. We can't get out of it. Okay, the only way that we're going to get out of this situation is if it collapses. Okay, I mean we are really what I find funny is that people really believe that there's no problems, that everything is fine. 30 trillion in debt, that's not a big deal, okay? There are people actually thinking. And what happened in Turkey was another prime example of how things really are messed up. Do you realize that all of the buildings in Turkey that did not fall down, okay, most of them are in big, are probably going to fall down too. All right. Now what's say says, that's just utter nonsense. Okay, what is utter nonsense? What did utter nonsense? What did he make a comment about? That's just utter nonsense. Okay. All right. 2 billion already in. So you have all these buildings that collapsed in Ukraine, and they're gone. They're literally rubble. Okay, and you have all these other buildings. If another earthquake hit, it would be just a catastrophe. Okay. Now I don't want to go into other things that I could go into. I'm at the point now that does all that debt really mean anything though, Brian? Debt to who? No, you're right, Robert. But what I'm getting at is that that's why we can't get anything done. Okay, we could just keep spending, but nothing ever gets done. Do you realize how, if you have you ever looked at the downtown cities and how just absolute carnage they are? Okay, look at downtown Baltimore. Look at downtown Cleveland. Look at downtown Detroit. Look at downtown Chicago. Look at downtown LA. Okay, every city in this country is literally falling apart. We have an infrastructure built. We have an infrastructure in this country that is literally falling apart. Now, we could say, well, the Chinese no, their infrastructure is even worse. Okay? They're even worse. Okay? I'm not saying ours is any good. If there was a huge earthquake in China, I would predict that 60% of the buildings in China would just collapse because they're built so shattered. Shoddy, so shoddy, okay? I mean, think about it. I am outside in the cold doing a live stream because I have no power in the United States of America. Now, I have internet. Oh, wow. Oh, boy, I'm excited. Oh, wow, I have internet. Oh, good. Thank you for the internet. No, there's nothing to think about, okay? I used to sit right here a lot, and I think I'm gonna start doing nightly campfires and talk to you guys at night. I used to sit here every day and just sit here with a campfire every night. I don't do that anymore. I don't do that. That's my campfire. That's my Alamo. I used to sit there, and I've got all these dead limbs. I probably should just sit out here and have campfires every night. Called Campfires with Brian. Of course, I can't do it because don't tease us, Brian. Adam's got some. I mean, this is it's just, do you realize the productivity that I'm not getting done right? We can't do anything at the shop, nothing. There's no internet. Now, I have the Wi-Fi finally today. I don't know how good it is because I have to be outside. I can't go inside. My meter still shows nothing. My meter still shows nothing. First Energy. There's a corrupt corporation. See, let me really get upset. I don't want to, but this is exactly where a lot of people in America want us to go. They want us to go backwards. Those two anarchists that tried to blow up the generators in North Baltimore or in Baltimore, that's what they want. They don't want us to use electricity. I've got a good generator. I just can't generate enough power for this whole shed. Road trip to Chick-fil-A. You know what? What time is it? That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Hold on a second. And then I could give you I could rant. You know what I'm saying? I've got a nice generator, a Powermate generator, 5,000, 6,800 cert, 7-gallon. All right, let me, hey, somebody text Ryan. Somebody text Ryan that I'm going to go to Chick-fil-A. I've got to be back. I've got to be in Toledo, Bowling Green by 3. What time is it? $11 o'clock. All right, hold on a second. I got to go get my hat. Somebody, somebody let Ryan know that I'm going to Chick-fil-A because I can't use my phone. I think I got another here. I can use this one here. Where's my other phone? Low battery. Darn it. Of course, I can't use my stuff that Miss Mandy got me because it's in the van. Has my cup thing holder and all that. Let me go talk to my wife real quick. All right, are you guys ready for a rant on the way to Chick-fil-A? So, if you know anybody that wants to hear the rant, I'd get them on. You can't generate enough. I've got basically 4 people that are still watching. Okay, so I don't know if anybody is watching right now. I'm at the point right now. I am so upset You know, it's not that here. I don't know what to say, honestly. Ryan says I shouldn't say anything. I should be in private so that only agree with me or that's not going to upset people. It's just at a it's I just am at the point now that all right, well, here's what we're doing. I'm not going to do this live stream. I'm going to stop right now. I'm going to pull over. And because of what I'm going to say, I don't want to do it on Pro Tinker Toys because it's going to it's going to be a rant. So I've got to pull over so that I can say what I want to say. All right. And I'm going to do it on my Facebook page. So I'm going to pull over here. All right, I'm going to pull over. All right, I'm signing off and I'm going on to my Facebook page so you can find me at Facebook.